mighty LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Let's talk basketball, NBA playoffs, talk about the playoff picture, where we stand right now. I want to thank everybody for your prayers and all your concerns and all the things you left in the comments section about my health, my battle with this illness I've been dealing with. I've really turned the corner. I'm doing a lot better. I'm going back to work. And I'm see this. Whenever I'm leaving the house, the Wi-Fi is still kind of connected and it cuts off. If y'all think what I said earlier, I appreciate all your prayers. I'm turning the corner. I'm feeling much better now. Thank y'all. But yeah, man, you Boston Celtics fans, y'all so quick to have your celebration party. Y'all popping out your champagne bottles and already punching your ticket to the NBA Finals, and you got Cleveland and Milwaukee on your behind. So I wouldn't be so quick to celebrate. Now, are the Boston Celtics good? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. The Boston Celtics are great. You know, me being a Laker fan, I really don't like, and it's hard to really give them credit because of my bias. But I'm a sports analyst, so I have to be unbiased with my views. That the team is great, they're great, you know, and they're great. They are the defending NBA champions. You know, what else can you say about them? You got to give them their credit. But when I look at the standings, where's Boston? Second, I think. I got to look at the standings. See, Eastern Conference is not. You only have like 3-4 good teams. It's like really a threat. The Western Conference, you might have 8 of them. In the Eastern Conference, you might have good ones. But I gotta say, man, the Eastern Conference, the teams that are good, they're great. And the Milwaukee Bucks are starting to make a case for themselves. What's up, God's favorite? I see you in the building. Appreciate the love, man. The Milwaukee Bucks are starting to make a case for themselves in the Eastern Conference. They're starting to really get it together. You think it's like all you Doc Rivers haters out there, man. What you don't realize is that fact that when a team gets a new head coach, and I'm not talking about that bum JJ Redick, I'm talking about a real head coach with some experience that knows how to win. When you bring in a new coach into a new system, it takes time to get the guys to buy him. You got a lazy player like Lane Dollar, who never played defense, nobody ever held accountable to make him have to play defense. Only played one brand of basketball. His idea of playing basketball is getting out of his car, shooting from the parking lot. The Sixers are a joke, man. The Philadelphia Sixers ain't going nowhere. So when I look at the Eastern Conference standings, I'm looking at what Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham, take that, LeBron James, what Darvin Ham is doing in the Eastern Conference on the on the Milwaukee Bucks as assistant coach. You know, you can see Darvin Ham's imprint. You can see the defensive schemes, the attention to detail, the hustling, all of the what got Doc Rivers a championship, what makes him a Hall of Fame coach. His imprint, his culture is being implemented, but sometimes it just takes 10 or 15 games for that to happen. And that's kind of where Houston Rockets fans feeling sorry for you, buddy. But y'all got a good head coach. I believe in Emi Udoka. I like him, man. I like him. But I'm gonna talk about the Western Conference in another video. Let's stay focused on the Eastern Conference. And so I'm looking at what I'm seeing, and I think the Milwaukee Bucks, I trust them a little bit more than I do Cleveland. I know some of y'all, like, especially you Cleveland Cavaliers fans, and some of y'all just look at a record. You might not get what but I'm explaining it now. That's why I have a little bit more faith in Milwaukee, because first of all, y'all didn't win a championship. Chris Middleton, even though he's struggling with injuries this year, I'm crazy enough to believe I think he's going to, by the time the playoffs roll around, I think he's going to be in good shape. The head coach, Doc Rivers, has won championship. They have a championship pedigree. Darvin Ham has won a championship before with the Milwaukee Bucks with the same team. I already coached Giannis. Well, you gotta look at. So y'all, a lot of y'all's looking at that early start with the Bucks struggling, and y'all just going off numbers when the team's just getting a new head coach who's implementing a new system. But y'all want, a lot of y'all just don't know that basketball. Y'all just want to come in here and just start criticizing somebody because they have a hot first. They struggled at the beginning of the season, but Doc Rivers, it took him some time to ingratiate his culture with the team, and so now you're starting to see what's going on because now they're working hard for Doc Rivers and his. No, they don't talk about the Bucks now because they haters, man. You see, the media so bad wants to get Giannis out of Milwaukee. He ought to go to the New York Knicks. He ought to go to the Golden State Warriors. He ought to go to, man, he don't need to go nowhere. He needs to stay where he's at and be like Kobe and Mike. Well, I would say Patrick Ewing, but he never won a championship. At least he stayed there. It was loyal. Unlike that bum LeBron James, jumping for every team, chasing a ring and ain't got before and lost 6 times. But, a guy like that, he needs to stay where he's at. It means way more. When he went and got it out the mud, the first championship he got, the only mistake they made, they shouldn't have got rid of Drew Holiday. But I think they're recovering nicely because I think that Darvin Ham too, but Doc Rivers has really kind of saved them from the disgrace of the mistake they made because they made the right hire as far as coaching. So that helped them. It's going to help them in the long run recover a lot faster than they probably should have. So kudos to the Milwaukee Bucks organization for making that move. But you gotta, man, I'm not sold on Boston this year, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Cleveland is scary. But I just think Cleveland I can see them running into Milwaukee. I think if I'm gonna be honest, I think Cleveland could beat Boston. But we realize once again, the Boston Celtics have more experience. So that could be another problem. I think the only thing that bothers me about Cleveland is they don't have their. Now in the regular season they kill them, but I'm like, what are they gonna do when the playoffs start? At least when Golden State won all those games they won, they had already won a championship. Cleveland ain't won nothing since LeBron James was there. So we really don't know what they're capable of doing, but I think they're capable of being great. I would not be surprised, I'll say this, if they came out of the East. But and I'm not a bettor, but if I was a betting man, I put my money on the Milwaukee Bucks, man. And now you see it firsthand, man. Like Ticket said, man, the Milwaukee Bucks, they spotted the Lakers and a bunch of other teams. 10 games. They were sitting back like the tortoise in the hare. All of a sudden, they crept up on them jokers and passed them. And so now you see the Lakers are falling back in the standings in the West. And now the Milwaukee Bucks, who y'all were all laughing at, look at where they are now. So I'm just saying, look at where they are. Look, see all that laughing they did at Darvin Ham, all that criticism and all this. He can't coach. Look at JJ Rhetoric. Look what he's doing. Nothing. And LeBron James is a broken down Volkswagen. A 1973 Pinto. You know what I'm saying? Man, karma is real, dude. I mean, God is a faithful God, man. And he's not going to let the Bible says that God is not righteous to forget your good works and your labor of love. And Darvin Ham has shown himself to be a true visionary, a man of God, a humble guy, a guy who's a true pro-black man. You know what I'm saying? And just a good dude all the way around, man. You can't hold him like that down for so long. But back to my point, I think Cleveland could come out of the East, but I think in the long run, I think what's going to hurt them, it's going to kill them, is that they just don't have the experience, man. And I can see, I wouldn't be shocked if they come out, but I'm more prone to believe they're going to get deep in the playoffs, but they're not going to quite come through. But I got Milwaukee coming out. I got Milwaukee winning the championship. All right, y'all. Brandon Love Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Y'all have a good one. Have a blessed one. Peace.